Mavs Clippers Game 1 is 5 days away, and we're going to continue to update you guys on everything leading up to that matchup. Harrison Graham, Jeffrey Cooperstein, welcome into Mavericks today. Some Kawhi Leonard injury rumors circulating. Chris Broussard, who good pal of the Dallas Mavericks, of course.
We'll get
dropped
to that
an
later.
Interesting nugget. We'll get to that in a second. He's got an interesting note that he's been told, he claims, on Kawhi Leonard. Little teaser. A lot of swelling in his knee. We'll kind of dive into this more in a second. But first, Coop, tell the people why they got to subscribe.
Yes, Sunday. We will be live for Game 1 of the 2024 NBA playoffs between the Mavs and the Clippers. Myself and Harrison will be partying it up, chatting some Mavs hoops. We're real Mavs fans. We're super excited. This could be a deep playoff run. So hit that sub button if you guys want to come hang out with us. It's going to be a really good time.
We don't know tip-off time yet. We'll know later in the week. But subscribe and have those notifications turned on. You'll know exactly when we go live. Probably go live 15 minutes before tip. Should be a whole lot of fun. All right, Coop. Obviously, Chris Broussard, his hit rate isn't the best. But he did say this, quote, "I was in contact with someone in the know, and they said they are concerned." Again, he later on added that there's some swelling in that knee. Now, before we kind of react, let's just go back down memory lane.
Let's revisit, shall we?
And this infamous moment when Broussard said, back when they were chasing DeAndre Jordan in free agency, sources, Mark Cuban is beside himself, driving around downtown Dallas, begging, through text, Jordan's family for address to DeAndre's home. That, of course, proved to be completely false.
And then Cuban rebuffed it by saying, "I literally have his phone number." The whole thing was just absurd.
It was a hack job. There's no question.
Complete hack, and it's kind of why Chris Broussard is no longer an insider and he's on FS1. But nonetheless, it is something to monitor, I suppose, because Kawhi did miss the last 8 games with right knee inflammation. But after Broussard's report came out, we had Woj, which we told you guys yesterday, who said the Clippers are not concerned about Kawhi's knee. And the same was said with Clippers head coach Ty Lue, who said that he believes Kawhi is going to play in Game 1.
Yeah, and look, the reason we mentioned this was a couple of things. One, we don't like Broussard. I get he's missed a lot, but, he's had some connections in the NBA at points in his career. How much does he have now? That's hard to determine, I suppose. And two, I think Kawhi, while we are going to lean on Woj's reporting here,
he's a wild card.
Kawhi's a complete wild card, a complete mystery. Until he goes out there and plays, we don't know what the hell's going on.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy did miss 8 games in a row with knee inflammation. So is it possible that there's some swelling in that knee? Is it possible that he's not 100%? I think that thought is completely valid. Now, again, if you're the Mavericks, you're approaching this as if he's completely healthy with no limitations, which is how you should approach it. But there's been mysterious circumstances with him before where, he's day-to-day, he's going to be fine, and then he misses the entire playoffs. So,
I said, I wouldn't be shocked if Kawhi played Game 1. I wouldn't be shocked if he didn't play Game 1. So that's just how Kawhi goes. I think if I had to pick right now, I'd say he's going to play, but it's definitely not an impossibility he sits out. I just think Woj and Ty Lue himself probably know a little bit more than Chris Broussard does.
Yeah, I think that's probably fair to say. Will Kawhi Leonard play in Game 1? Type P for play or type S for sit. We'll continue to monitor any news and updates around him and other injury updates for both of these teams as we get closer. Before we continue, PrizePicks, proud sponsor here of Mavericks Today, and we would encourage you guys to go download the app at prizepicks.com/CLNS. Use the code CLNS to get a deposit match up to $100. It's daily fantasy made easy. The action on the hardwood is heating up. We got play-in action tonight with the 2 Western Conference games. You got the East games tomorrow. Should be a whole lot of fun. You pick 2 to 6 players, and if they will go for more or less than the stat projections that PrizePicks provides. I got a little Eastern Conference 2-player entry for tomorrow. You got the Bulls and the Hawks playing each other, and you don't have to use players from within one game. You can cross over games, sports, etc. It's not just basketball, NHL, MLB, etc. But I like this to be a high-scoring game between the Bulls and the Hawks, so I'll take the more on DeMar DeRozan points, rebounds, and assists. Same with Trae Young, points, rebounds, and assists. I think they're both going to light it up. Should be a high-scoring game as the loser of that game is out. The winner will have to win a second time to make the Eastern Conference playoffs. PrizePicks.com/CLNS. Use the code CLNS to get that deposit match up to $100. Link is in the comments and in the description. Choose more, choose less, make money. It's easy, it's fun. Check it out. Okay, some international basketball news dropping yesterday. Coop, 11 of the 12 members of Team USA have been finalized. That 12th spot is up for grabs, but reportedly Kyrie Irving not among consideration for that final spot. Before we get to that, let's just run through who they have selected right now. Steph Curry, Tyrese Halliburton, Devin Booker, Anthony Edwards, Drew Holiday, and then you've got Jason Tatum, LeBron James, Kevin Durant, Anthony Davis, Bam Adebayo, Joel Embiid. This is kind of the final ride for a lot of these guys. Is LeBron and KD. They wanted to, kind of get a chance to all play together and do one more Olympic run. And in some cases, their first Olympics. I think Steph Curry has never played in the Olympics before. Yeah, it's interesting, Coop, that Kyrie's not under consideration. It's obviously a strong pool. I mean, here's 5 more players.
These are the guys that are in the mix for that last spot.
That are in the mix. So it's not exactly like, it's not like Kyrie and no one else is getting snubbed. Like, someone's going to get snubbed, but tell you what, if Kyrie's playing the way he has the last couple of months, I mean, I think he's worthy of a roster spot.
And that's kind of exactly where I was going. Kyrie's been playing some of the best basketball of his career, and the fact that he isn't on this roster gives the Mavs just some more bulletin board material to go have some extra motivation heading into this postseason, even if they needed it. I believe Kyrie deserves to be on that team given the way he's played, and hopefully this just gives them an extra motivation and an extra FU to the rest of the league that Kyrie's going to take over in this postseason and play out of his mind. That's kind of where I was going.
Yeah, that'd be nice. I'll say this. If this Team USA team doesn't win every game by at least 20, I get there's some older guys here, but
they should absolutely dominate.
And I know that international basketball has gotten stronger by the year. There's some legitimate teams out there in Europe, but I mean, come on. Like, these guys should win every game by 20 plus.
Yeah, they should destroy the competition for sure. Kyrie or not, they should still win every game by a wide margin. But hey, man, if it helps the Mavs out in the postseason, I'm all for it. I think you have Luka not winning the MVP. That'll be at least personal motivation for Luka, maybe not as far as the team. Same with Kyrie. But obviously the big one is you're 0-2 versus the Clippers in the postseason. And that's the one you really want to avenge. And that should be motivation enough for this team to try to go out there and win.
Yeah, look, I mean, they've had some days off here to recoup. This is a team that's, I think, enters the postseason the hottest team in the NBA. Not necessarily the best, but the hottest. And, if getting another crack at the Clippers isn't motivation enough, I don't know what is. So, and look, if you're projecting ahead, I mean, this thing is falling pretty nicely for the Mavs.
Yes,
if
it
you
has.
can get through the Clippers, you're going to draw OKC or the 8 seed, which I guess will be either the Lakers, Warriors.
It could be any of them at
Sacramento
this point.
or Phoenix,
Yeah.
I think, of the 4. No, New Orleans.
New Orleans,
are the 4 play-in teams. I'd rather play any of those over Denver. You wouldn't have to play them until the conference finals. So, yeah, I mean, the path is there. The team is ready to go. Obviously, we got to monitor Derek Lively still, but I think he'll be with the team at some point sooner rather than later. And question is, how far will the Mavericks go? Will they go first round, second, conference finals, or will they go all the way? 1 for first round, 2 for second round, 3 for conference finals.
They're going all the way,
for
baby.
the finals. 16 more wins, Coop.
Let's go.
16 more wins.
I just saw a Facebook notification from myself who Facebooked, I guess it would be 13 years ago today, that the Mavs won Game 1 against the Portland Trailblazers en route to the NBA title. So hopefully we can get it going here and get number 2.
13
maybe.
years.
13 years ago today, Game 1. Let's do it, man. Come on.
It's exciting. It's exciting. All right, he's Jeffrey Cooperstein. I'm Harrison Graham. We'll be back tomorrow for more Mavericks news, rumors, and notes leading up to the Clippers Game 1. Breaking news drops today. We'll be back as well. So stay tuned. Hit that subscribe button.